Well, to all you bastards out there vying for the vainglory in Week 1, I salute you. Week 1 has done it in the books, and for your humble commissioner, it was an exciting weekend of watching football. I have to give a shout out to my lovely wife Jamie for getting me the best birthday present of all time. The NFL Sunday ticket is worth every single penny. For the same price as getting nosebleed seats in Jerry World, I can watch every single NFL game from the comfort of my own den. Priceless. Hey, and also, being a lifelong Cleveland Browns fan, I can tell you that there's nothing like watching the team lose instead of just watching highlights of them lose. And and by the way, they almost won. The Browns having a Week 1 defense being in the top, 2, I doubt that's going to happen again. But I could be wrong, just like I was wrong about Adrian Peterson. Sorry, Jeff. I mean, who knew? Who knew that Adrian Peterson was not really a man, but a mythological beast with the body of Mandingo and the healing powers of Wolverine? Adrian Peterson, more offensive than Mandingo. If you don't get the reference, look it up. It's on Kentucky Fried Movie. Anyway, onwards with Week 1's highlights. El Jorge dominated the weekend. Dominated. Dropping a couple of 30 burgers on his way to winning the Reaganing Trophy, setting the high score for our league at 228.9 points. He totally Mondaled all of us. Because it was also Week 1, he also received the Alpha Dog Award, which, to me personally, is probably one of the funnier trophies. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go to the league office homepage and start looking around. There's lots of funny tidbits that we've got in there for you. El Jorge also has the distinction of receiving the Waterboy Trophy, and our trophy, Waterboy Trophy, which is for leaving the league's highest scorer on the bench. That's right, George Riley III had Robert Griffin III on his team, and Robert Griffin blew up in his NFL debut, which nobody saw, right? But he's got the water boy. Poor Boba Fett's spotting program received the Awkward Position Award for losing by the greatest margin, and Hilltop's MPs ironically received the Redheaded Stepchild Award in honor of his team scoring the least amount of points, and he himself having very red hair. And also getting beaten up like a redheaded stepchild by the entire league. Speaking of redheads, Roberto's Toxic Moles lost to a heartbreaker to my Brolo El Cunado Jeff. His Dane Bramage beat the Toxic Moles by 4.3 points, earning this week's Tight Squeeze Award. Kind of looks uncomfortable. Dane Bramage took home the Chewbacca Award for having the starting quarterback with the most points, who happened to be Tony Romo. What? Tony Romo had the most fantasy points? Chewbacca is a Wookiee? That does not make sense. Also getting wins this week were Waco Dave's 40 Ounces of Freedom, Judd the Stud's Manifest Destiny's Child, and my own, Mr. Rogers' Muscle Hamsters. Who are looking for a repeat as we take on El Jorge, who has renamed his team Mr. Griffin's Gamblers, I guess in honor of our matchup. I'm telling you now, El Jorge, that the Alpha Dog is coming home with me. You, this weekend, are a one-man wolf pack, so get used to it. Other matchups that we got are Show Me Your TDs against Dante's team. Name goes here, and hopefully he will continue to put all of his injured players in the starting lineup. Dante, set your lineup. Enough said. Boba Fett versus 40 Ounces of Freedom. Looks to be a contender for Week 2's Tight Squeeze Award. Manifest Destiny versus Toxic Moles. The Moles are looking a little benign this year. Get it together, Rob. And finally, MPs versus Duh, with Duh looking to extend its winning streak to Week 2, and Week 1's Redheaded Stepchild out for revenge. Well, it's sure to be kind of interesting. I don't know. One last note, the waiver wire pickups go into effect tonight. I'm trying really hard to avoid ruining the beautiful team that I drafted. However, some of you out there need some emergency waiver wire pickups, and you might want to get on that, okay? Also, some of you have not paid your league fees yet, so please get those checks in the mail. All right, good luck to everybody.